the next one here, I want to finish this today. So remember the perfect square formula. When you expand this perfect square, okay, a plus b perfect square is a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. And you see the sign over here is the same sign of the middle chain. If it's a minus over here, it is a minus over here. So today we're going to go backward. So we're giving you a trinomial like this 3 term like this. We want to factor that into perfect square, okay? Perfect square here, a plus b perfect square is a plus b times a plus b, right? So it is, when the two factor the same, we unite them and write them as a square, okay? So go back like this. So let's use this to factor. Now take a look at this one over here. How do I know this is a perfect square, okay? See, look at this one. This one has to be a square. The last one here has to be a square. The middle one has to be 2 times this base and this base over here, okay? So that's the pattern, okay? Now this one over here, the first one here, it is a square, right? It is a square of this one here, it is a square. And this one over here, it is a square also, okay? So that made me think about this might be a perfect, could be factored into a perfect square, okay? So this is the square of n, okay? And 100 is a square of 10, okay? Now let's check the middle one, okay? So the middle one, okay, I will have 2 times this base over here. This base over here, it is n. And this base over here, it is 10. 2 times n times 10 is going to give me this positive, let's don't have to worry about this sign. So give me this 2010 over in the middle. So indeed, this is going to be factored into a perfect square, okay? So tell me what perfect square would this correspond to?
N plus 10.
N plus 10, yes, you got it. So it's n, and then there's a 10, and the sign here, it is addition, so there will be addition between them. So n plus 10 perfect square is the one, okay? All right. Now the next one over here. This one over here, the first one here, it is a square, right? And this one, what square is that?
3a.
A to the what power? A to the second power, right? 3 square is 9. A square and square, that's power of a power. 2 times 2 make 4, right? So a square is a to the 4 power, okay? Okay, so that is the square. What about the large chain? Is this a square over here? What square is that?
5b squared.
5b squared? Yeah, you got it. Good job, okay? So 5b squared over here, okay? So we're hopeful this might be a perfect square. So we still need to check the middle, okay? So the middle over here, we had to be 2ab, remember? So 2 times the base for the first one is 3a squared. And the base for the last one is 5b squared. Okay. This is equal to this 30a squared b squared, right? Yeah. So it matches with this 30a squared b squared in the middle. So indeed, this is a perfect square trinomial. So we can write this as a perfect square over here. So what perfect square it is? What should I put inside the parentheses?
3a squared.
Yeah, 3a squared. Yes. So you take the base of this one, which is 3a squared, and you also take the base of this one, which is 5b squared. Okay. Now the sign for this, in between them, is follow this sign here. This is minus, so in between will be minus. Okay. So this one over here, remember the first that in fact put it in the y order and take out GCF. So This is already in the y order. Okay, by the way, this is a square over here. This is a square over here. So now it's in the y order. A square, AB, and B square is in the y order. Now we're going to take out GCF. Okay, so what is the GCF over here?
5.
5, you got it. Good job. Okay, 5. And then inside the parentheses, we have 4a squared minus 12ab, and then plus 9b squared. Okay. Now, inside the parentheses is this trinomial. It's kind of special. See that the first term over here, it is a square. A square of what? 2a, right? Okay. And the last one here, it is a square. It's a square of what?
3b.
You got it. Good job. Okay. 3b. Okay, let's check the middle. The middle here is 2. Okay. And that's times the base of the first, which is 2a. And then here's 3b. Multiply, indeed, is match with this 12ab, right? So it is a perfect square. Okay. So I write this down. So this will be equal to 5. And then times the perfect square. What perfect square is that? What should I put in the parentheses? You take the base here, which is 2a, right? And then you take the base here is 3b. Yeah, 2a minus 3b. You got it. Okay. So 2a and then 3b. And in between is a minus. This is minus. So it's minus right here. Okay, good job, you guys. Okay, so the last page here is actually a home. We're actually done for the lesson. The last page here is just a homework help. Okay, in case you got stuck. Okay, so in the homework, you were given this checkerboard, which is a square over here, and they tell you the area for this checkerboard over here. Okay, I'm gonna highlight that. The area is the inside. Okay, that's the area. The area for this checkerboard here, it is equal to this trinomial. Okay, for the area of a square, area should be equal to, area for that is going to be the side. When you square the side, you get the area for this square right here. Okay. So the question over here is they ask you to find the side for the checkerboard. So how can we find this side over here? Now, in order for this to find this side over here, you just need to rewrite this one over here into a perfect square over here. If I can write it as a perfect square over here, then the base will be the side. Okay, so let's see if I can write it as a perfect square. So 25 is the square of what?
5.
5x, okay. And 16 is the square of 4, right? 4, okay. Now, let's check the middle. So 2 times 5x times 4 is going to match with this 40x over here. So we can write this as a perfect square, okay? So it is a perfect square of 5x plus or minus? Minus? Yeah, it's a minus right here. So minus 4 perfect square. So the side is going to be, to answer the question, the side is 5x minus 4. Okay, now we're all done. I'm going to post this on.